All right, we got another music reaction. This is not going to be one that maybe most people would expect, but it's BTS and Hooligan. Now, I've seen BTS all over the place. Like they've got members that have McDonald's, or I think it's the group has had a McDonald's meal at some point in time, like for a limited time and stuff like that. My understanding is they're pretty good, I guess, K-pop group. I'm guessing that's the scene that they're in, is K-pop and all that good stuff. I like music that has either a good groove to it. It's really good if it's lyrical and the lyrics actually make sense. But if pop is done right, like it's hard to beat sometimes. So trying to find something new and taking a look, and it's something I've seen people have wide ranging reactions, and I'm like, there's got to be something to it, because unless they're being paid, they're not going to take and actually react to a crap band, right? Right? That's kind of how that's supposed to work, right? Anywho, so we're gonna take a look at their song "Hooligan," and it looks like this is a fairly recent, 2 days ago. Apparently, they have a new album that come out and stuff like that. So I figure, why not? We'll take a look, and if it's good enough to take a look at later in the future, some point down the road, we'll take and do that. If not, hey, no harm, no foul, right? So let's get to it. Flashing lights and strobing visuals. Okay. I'll say this, the visuals, like, just straight up in the first couple seconds. What the hell? We got smoke. Like somebody in a hoodie. Like a baddie walking. Oh, who's this? Bit of a classical sound coming in here.
Watch this beat go, we hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool again. Hooligan. Watch this beat go, we hooligan. Where this baseline slapping so rude.
Okay, so okay, boy band for sure. So this is giving me straight up 90s, like 90s vibes, although the visuals, I don't know if Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, 98 Degrees, or LFO, or whoever you want to take and throw into that group, I don't know if they could have gotten a visuals like this to start off with. I was going to say, I will say this, that I'm liking at least the sound of the music. Kind of, I don't know if it's just due to cultural differences and stuff like that start right there with the guy kind of doing the laughing and stuff like that. And but Home Dude coming in with got an awesome voice. Kind of a weird dichotomy to start too, to be honest with you, because you start with this classical sound, and then you get, it keeps going, but then you get like digital interruptions, and then you got this right here, and these ninjas in a parking lot or a parking garage. Okay, I mean, and Home Dude got the fur, he got tassels. He's a cold cowboy, I guess. I don't know. But okay. All right, cool. I mean, he's tough. All right, I get that. And then he comes in with a high pitch singing from a different. All right, bit of a dichotomy here, but all right, we'll give it a shot. Ta-da! There we go.
Hooligan. Watch this beat go, we hooligan. Where this baseline slapping so rude. Dropping lower than truck and screw. Hooligan. Watch this beat go, we hooligan. Man, I'm about to
okay, watch this beat go, hooligan. Okay. All right. That makes sense. I'm glad I put on. Okay. Like I said, I like the beat. I mean, I like the music that's underneath. I really do. That's like, you could take out the singing and you just put the the music on, or the, you know what I'm saying? Like it's, I don't know if you can exactly call this instrumental, but with the way a lot of music is made these days, but the music itself that's underneath the actual vocals and stuff like that, it sounds freaking phenomenal. Um, like it's definitely, and it kind of still, and it kind of does give old school vibes. Like I'm getting like 90s or late 90s, 2000s, as far, especially like with that beat and stuff like that. I'm getting something that you'd have took and heard. I don't know if I'd go with genuine, but like it's definitely, I say genuine. It's something you'd have heard more along lines of it, maybe with some Usher or something like that. So, but them talking about how the beat's taken and going rude or whatever, and how the beat's just like it does have a killer beat, like, and there's no way two ways about that. But calling the beat a hooligan, okay.
Watch this beat going hooligan. Man, I'm about to fuse. 동제 볼륨 머리 춤. 뛰어 미친 노인들. Me everywhere, ursu. Somebody move. 다들 모여 하나 둘. I can never ever choose. Every one of you amuse. Crowd looking like a campus. Beat drop, bring dancing. Watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, we acting a fool.
Dude, okay, so the verse right there, it's not bad, but it's not like top notch or anything like that. However, the presence these fellas have, the fucking just swagger these dudes take and exude, they can walk in and demand a deed to a place and probably get it. I'm just saying, like these fellas got some swagger to them. All right, they are just oozing with it.
Watch this beat going hooligan. Run in space, not stop it so wrong. Trapping lower than chop the screw. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. I go cool, crazy, don't go say me. Like it cool, 굳이 말 안 해도 알잖아. Hooligan like hooligan. 때려 부셔 like hooligan. 시간 됐으니 좀 비켜좀 멀컬리. 이상 뭐.
I mean, the visuals on this. Okay, so we got, okay, this is just, number one, the visuals, they make sense in the context of the song. But home dude right here, so you go from just swagger, just oozing a charismatic aura, and then you've got this with a little bit of vulnerable taking a look. So at least with what they give off, they've got some range on that. Okay, so 2 + 2 is starting to equal 4 mentally as I'm taking and watching this.
Take you out. What's the future? What's the now? This is international. Make it unforgettable. Watch this beat going hooligan. We pop out, we acting a hooligan. Hooligan. Watch this beat going hooligan. Yeah, we the mess, gonna get a bigger mop here. This a cake, gotta get a better pop here. You gon' hear this one playing round the clock, yeah. Round the clock.
Okay, the integration of with the K and pop. Tell me you gonna hear this around the clock, so they know it's gonna be on the radio, and they know you were gonna hear it nonstop. Okay, just that level of yeah, we know this is gonna get played. Like, deal with it.
Round the clock, yeah. Round the clock. Why this baseline slapping so rude? Trapping lower than Hooligan, watch this beat going hooligan. Why this baseline slap is so rude? Drop it low and then chop and screw. Hooligan, watch this beat going hooligan.
So I've got some questions on this. Just gonna throw that out there. Is this the end of it? Got a few questions here because, all right. So hear me out. This number one. This reminds me of something that you just seen, or at least the band itself, or I'm guessing they're calling. I'm guessing they're considered a band. So this reminds me of something you'd have seen in the '90s, like Lou Pearlman taking and putting together In Sync and Backstreet Boys, and I think he also had a hand in putting together either LFO or there was another one, and I can't remember. Not 98 Degrees, although he probably had a hand in that too. But so I'm getting those kind of vibes as far as like this is a band that definitely was put together for the sake of marketing music and just putting out something that's going to take and just complete in modern times like this, for a modern crowd to take and go viral, but Korean edition, right? Now, granted, they've gone international for sure. Like I said, I've seen all kinds of just because you can't help it. If you take and look at reactions whatsoever, and if you take and look at music reactions whatsoever, it's going to take and you're going to see stuff on your page, your home tab there here on YouTube, right? So even if I'm looking, I open up and I'm not necessarily looking for, and I've never watched them, but I've seen how many they can come through. BTS, and you got like K-pop and everything like that'll take and people attribute into actual titles and stuff like that. So it's like, okay, there's got to be something to this. And now since I've started doing music reactions again on the channel, I'm like, I at least need to take a look, right? At least need to take a look. Eclectic beard, eclectic, many interest. Musically, very much country boy at heart, but my first taste of listening to any kind of music was not country, it was not rock, it was very much pop music. Now, so I'm always going to inherently enjoy pop music, even if it's might not be my preferred type of music, and I have to be in a mood for it or something like that. But that being said, there's definitely, if you enjoy pop, if you look at somebody from out of another country, you have to take a few things into you just have you got to figure a few things if you're going to take and listen to something from another country, right? So number one, there's going to be cultural differences as far as what would be popular, what's going to sound good, and everything like that. The musically up underneath the vocals, the beat and everything else like that was playing, and some of the layered effects is the digital layered effects that were in it. This, you take out the vocals, you take them out, and you put an American pop group or something like that over top of it, and it's still gonna sound freaking awesome. So for that, home run. Now you've got the cultural differences as far as not just vocally, because you could hear them switching out between English and I'm gonna assume Korean there, because it definitely didn't sound like it was Mexican. So, just gonna take and venture a guess they were speaking Korean. But you taking lyrically, it's just talking about how good the beat is. It's talking about how good the music is. It's up underneath them. I mean, not gonna lie, it was pretty damn good. But it wasn't anything really strong vocally as far as lyric wise. Vocally now, they've each got apparently what their role is in the band. We've seen that with groups over here like NSYNC and Backstreet Boys, 98 Degrees, and all that stuff like that. You had Justin Timberlake and NSYNC taking and doing the really high parts. You had JC's Chazé, who could also do it, but was more of that mid range. And you also had like Lance Bass, who take and get down low with the actual bass and the voice and stuff like that. seen the same kind of thing. Like like AJ and Backstreet Boys had more of that hip hop type vibe to them and had brought more of the hip hop flair whenever he taken. So you've got that aspect in this, and each of them do it well. Now I'll say this: these fellas just exude some like swagger, charisma. So these mugs have aura about them. Whoever put them together, they were asked, do you want to be able to aura farm, or how much do you want to be able to aura farm with this band, with this group that you're putting together? And they just said yes, because these cats exude whatever you want, apparently. Like I said, lyrically, what I've heard way worse. I've heard way better. But the way it's all put together, yeah, I could see being over in Korea or, Asian countries and this just being nonstop on the radio. I definitely see that. Hell, I'm surprised. I don't listen to the radio here. So I wouldn't be surprised if I was turned on the radio here and hear it once or twice every every hour or two, or every 2 or 3 hours. I wouldn't be surprised at all. So I definitely, because dude, I'm gonna say this, like these fellas, they've all got in this, they all had a swagger to them. Home dude took and give that look of that vulnerable type look before they went right back to that swagger and stuff like that. And all of them still just exuded this aura. So I definitely want to take and do a deeper look at some of their stuff in the future because, well, apparently they've got quite a bit of music. So may as well. I mean, like I said, this be something that I'm like I said, lyrically, it's not all that just killer or anything like that. It's good enough to take and do what they're trying to. It's going to get you moving. So, good pop song, even if it's not like top of the top, it's going to get you moving if it's done right. And this is done right. I'll say that. So, we're definitely going to take a look at more of their stuff, see what they got, see what their range is. What's the hype around these fellas, right? I mean, why wouldn't you? So, that being said, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Y'all be good to each other. Love yourselves. Peace.